going on, Gemini? Welcome back to the channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazzy, your reader for today. This is going to be your confirmatory message reading. So this reading is specifically for those of you that are seeking confirmation. We're doing 4 different areas. Okay, we're going to talk about confirmation surrounding your love life, surrounding a challenge that you may be experiencing at this time, money, career, finances, and an opportunity that may be manifesting for you. Okay, so whenever you see this reading is when it is meant for you. These are still timeless, except for the readings that I do for the new and full moon phases. So these are still timeless. So whenever they come to you is when they are meant for you. We are all on different timelines on our journey. So it's not about timing, it's about alignment, right? So I'm gonna get some theme cards, see what you guys may be dealing with as far as like the confirmation that you guys may be needing, themes surrounding that, and then we'll get into the tarot with everything else. Okay, so for those of you that are interested in booking a private consultation, checking out your other elements playlist, checking out my Etsy wish list, donating to the channel, checking out my social media, any of that information can and will be found in the description box of every single one of my videos below. Okay, so first out, ooh, okay, all right, Gemini. Initiation. Okay, some of you, so let me first, before I get into that, let me give you guys real fast before I even forget, let me give you guys the channel messages that I got when I was meditating on your energy right before I started recording. I was hearing pick of the litter. Spirit gave me pick of the litter, first choice, first draft pick. Some of you, so this could have to do with football. Some of you may be playing like fantasy football. I'm hearing fantasy football. Those of you that like place bets on, you know, fantasy football, maybe doing that, or some of you may be winning from a fantasy football. Pick of the litter, first choice. Some of you may be having a first choice at something, or being picked first for something. Okay, some of you may have the first pick in something, like you may be getting like the first option, like you may be being able to start, you know, like, you know how when like there's a bunch of, like, say cupcakes, right? And you're the first person who gets to pick which one you want before all of them are all picked over and you kind of get what's left. So some of you may be getting like the first pick, okay? And that could be part of an initiation that some of you have gone through. And for others of you, this could be kind of like a reward in a sense, so to speak, confirmation of a reward that some of you are getting due to maybe an initiation that some of you have recently completed, okay? That some of you have maybe recently gone through, and it's you've passed it. Some of you have passed an initiation, okay? And so you're getting the pick of the litter now. That could be you know, Spirit's way of, like, you know, rewarding you for whatever this initiation that some of you have passed, okay? Or that you will be passing whenever, like I said, this, you know, applies to you. So let's keep going. Spirit, what else for Geminis? And at the bottom of this deck that we were just talking about, okay, at the bottom is clearance, okay? Broomstick. So for some of you, you've been some of you, this has to do with maybe the autumn, okay? The autumn, oh shit, the autumn and the winter. All right, some of you during the autumn, this past autumn and winter season, some of you have been doing a lot of clearing, maybe energetic clearing. Maybe some of you, I feel like some of you have been really working on your thought processes, okay? Others of you have been been doing like spring cleaning, like maybe starting early though, like early spring cleaning, like, you know, clearing out, cluttering, decluttering your space, things like that, getting ready for the spring, getting ready for the summer. Some of you are not waiting till springtime to start cleaning, and that's good, right? If you're being guided to do it when you're guided to do it. It's a reason for it, right? So I feel like for some of you, or if there's people that have been being cleared out of your life, some of you have been guided to clear out certain connections, okay? Certain frequencies, certain people that are maybe in your experience, and that is a part of an initiation that some of you are going through at this time, okay? Or if this is, like I said, something that has already happened, that is, again, it's giving you, I feel like, clarity about why it took place, is because it was part of an initiation, okay? So we have unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love, okay? So like I said, some of you maybe have recently cleared out some connections in order to receive new ones, okay? Thank you. Because see, at the bottom too, we have goddess energy, okay? So we have goddess energy. Underneath that is fertility, all right? So for some of you, this is about the things that you guys have been clearing out during these last winter months, is preparing you to ultimately receive, okay, something you've been asking for. This is whether this is a baby or whether it's a new idea. Some of you are fertile with your ideas, or are really really in a very creative energy at this time, okay, where it's really easy for you guys to manifest what it is that you want. So it's going to be, you know, mindful. It's going to be good for you to be mindful about your thoughts, the things that you're thinking, what you're saying, the words that you're expressing, right? Because all that can easily manifest for you at this time, okay? So at the bottom we have celebrations, all right? So some of you Geminis have been making room, basically essentially making room for you know, new connections, okay? Some of you are making room for things you've been manifesting, or things to celebrate, reasons to celebrate, okay? And it makes sense. You have to make room for, you know, it's like, how do you, if you have only so much space, you need to clear things out to make room to fit more, right? So it only makes sense. So Spirit, what else for Geminis? What other messages can serve as divine confirmation for Geminis? It's raining here in Cali. I love it. I love our rainy days. We don't get them too often, so when we do, I just soak it all up. I fucking love the rain, bruh. Like, I don't know what it is. And it ain't even about just the cuddle weather bullshit. Like, I love the rainy days. Like, and now to be more so where I'm at on my journey, like spiritually, oh, I definitely love rainy days now. Like, even more so. So, compassion, okay? I feel like some of you, your Spirit really wants you to exercise compassion, not just for others, but I feel like this is more for yourself, okay? For one, you can't give others what you don't have, right? But I feel like it's really important for you right now, Gemini, to really express compassion to yourself, because like I feel like some of you have really been fucking going through it, not even knowing that this is why. That half of the challenges that I feel like some of you have been facing lately, it's all, or the things that I feel like for some of you have been maybe a lot of people, a lot of connections, you know, things that have been just falling away out of your life. It feels like for some of you, feels like things have just been falling the fuck apart, not realizing that you've been going through an initiation. That's why. So I feel like it's important for some of you to even get this message right here. This is divine confirmation to let you know that some of you have been really feeling like the fucking universe hates me. What the fuck? Like, why is this happening? Why does it feel like everything, like I've been trying so hard to be on track and do what I gotta do and whatever. Why does it feel like things are just like nothing's working? For some of you, this is why. For some of you, it's so important for you to know right now in this moment, this is why. So you don't have to take it personally anymore. This is why Spirit needed you to know and find out right here, right now. Give yourself compassion. Spirit wants you to exercise compassion, okay? Give yourself that grace, because there's things that you needed to learn here, okay? And that was why it was part of an initiation that you had to go through, to show you and prove to you that you could do it, to prove to you that, you know, you're actually ready for what it is you're asking for. For some of you, that's part of what the initiation was about, right? To see how bad do you want it, right? If you believe that you're really worthy and deserving of certain things and opportunities and experiences, well, what are you willing to sacrifice for it, right? And I feel like for some of you, you have definitely passed, and that's why this is at the bottom of the deck. You don't even see it. You don't even see it coming. That's why it's at the bottom, because underneath that, guess what's underneath that? Okay, luck, celebrations, right? You're ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. Luck, you're right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So like I said, y'all have beautiful things that are ahead of you, okay? Beautiful things that are ahead of you, but you don't see it yet. So because I feel like some of you Geminis are on the tail end of an initiation. That's why. Look, good luck at the bottom. Come on, like, like things are definitely changing for you. So Geminis, this is, I feel like the most important piece of confirmation that I feel like some of you really needed to hear, is that all of the stuff you've been going through, it not only was it a part of an initiation, but it is over. You've passed. I feel like some of you needed to know that you passed. It was part of an initiation, so you don't have to take it personally. You can stop beating your own ass about it. This was supposed to happen the way it did on purpose. Like this, it was meant to happen like this, okay? Some of y'all needed to know that. All right, sorry about that, you guys. So what I was also getting to, before I forget, is chosen, okay? So with the first pick thing, I feel like some of you who have recently gone through an initiation, or you're coming out like on the other end of it, some of you may be getting like the first pick or being picked first for something. Like, it's like, I feel like some of you maybe have ranked, even, I feel like this is more so spiritually. This could definitely be something like in regards to like a test or something, you know what I'm saying? Like some of you maybe have, with regards to work or something like that, to get a promotion. Some of you maybe had to take some type of an assessment or something like that. Some of you may be getting the first pick because you did so well, right? But for others of you where this is more so on a spiritual front, which I feel like this is more so, that's what this is giving me the energy, is more so on a spiritual front, where I feel like some of you have done so well with your initiation that Spirit is giving you maybe first pick at something, okay? Or giving you, like, you know, first pick of all the options before they get picked over, right? But I'm also getting you guys, some of you are being chosen, okay? Many are called, few are chosen. So some of you are being, and I'm not talking about that trendy chosen bullshit. I'm not even talking about that shit. I'm talking about like on some real chosen type shit. Like, you answer the call, you've been doing the motherfucking work, and Spirit is like, yes, you're it. Like, I feel like it's like some of you are being picked amongst like a bunch of people, like say for example, if it's like an interview, right? And they have a lot of people that they could call. You guys, I feel like whoever you are, specifically Gemini that I'm talking to, that's resonating with this reading, you, I feel like, are being chosen, all right? You were being picked, I feel like, amongst a bunch of other maybe applicants or interviewees, you know what I'm saying? Like amongst a bunch of people that they could have picked, they picked you. You're chosen, okay? That's really specific for somebody. So anyway, all right. So surrounding Gemini's love life. All right, Spirit, let's get some messages of confirmation that Gemini might need surrounding their love life at this time. Messages of confirmation surrounding Gemini's love life. So we have base chakra in reverse. These I don't really read in reverse, okay? But this is the base chakra. So for some of you, you may be feeling like your foundation isn't on solid ground. Like maybe you're not feeling. Some of you maybe don't feel safe in your environment. Feel safe maybe in your job. Maybe you're lacking a sense of safety or security or stability in some way, okay? Because your root chakra, that's what the base is, right? That's what that's the first chakra. That's governs your money, your sense of safety, security, and stability. So for some of you, you're not feeling safe in maybe a connection or in a relationship, in a job, in an environment, okay? Some of you may be lacking that feeling of safety or security. You're not feeling like things are, I feel like some of you are just kind of like unsure, like things don't feel, like you don't feel like you don't have your feet on solid ground right now. So for some of you, you may benefit because you are an air sign. You might really benefit by also to help you rebalance, right? Restore balance. In that way, I would highly recommend getting outside and grounding yourself. Like, I know it sounds cliche and all that shit. However, like, until you do it and really allow yourself to absorb that energy from the earth, from planet, right? Don't downplay it, okay? Because I used to do that shit too, until like I really allowed myself to really be present in what I was doing. And that's when you really benefit from how powerful that is, by allowing yourself to ground outside in Mother Nature, right? Feet on the ground, barefoot if you can, otherwise with socks, but no shoes, right? Rubber repels energy. A lot of people don't know that. So anyway, you know, one day I will make a video on this whole rubber thing. Like, I'm gonna do it. So anyway, let's keep going, because I wasn't gonna get into that yet, but let's Spirit, let's see, what's a confirmation, message of confirmation for Gemini surrounding a challenge that they may be facing at this time. What is a message of confirmation surrounding a challenge that Geminis may be facing? Okay, beautiful. All right, surrounding your money, career, finances. Surrounding Gemini's money, career, finances. What is a message of confirmation? Beautiful. Okay. And then an opportunity that may be manifesting for you. I say maybe a lot because it's all up to you, meaning your free will can change the outcome of any situation. So regardless of what any reader tells you, your decisions, whether you make them or not, decisions or lack thereof, can always change an outcome. So fair warning. So 7 of Cups is at the bottom. Some of you may be having a lot of people that may be approaching you, or that will be approaching you. I feel like some of you may be having a lot of suitors. Others of you just may be manifesting a lot of opportunities to do different things, where it may be coming at you so quickly, where it may feel you may not be clear about what to do, okay, about what direction to go, okay, in a situation. So we are going to clarify these cards for you guys. So base in reverse. Why is that here? Why is that here for Gemini surrounding their love life? So like I was saying, some of you surrounding your connection, things are, oh, interesting. I didn't even realize there was another card in there. So things maybe feel like they're not on a solid foundation right now. It feels like maybe your foundation surrounding your connection may be falling apart. But I feel like for some of you, it's on purpose. Okay, so if some of you, like I was saying, that makes sense. So like I was telling you guys at the beginning of the reading, we're talking about the clearance, right? About the initiation that some of you are either have come to realize that you're experiencing, or some of you are going to be coming into that energy where you're realizing that that's what's happening. Where some of you, like I said, have maybe had some connections that have recently ended, or connections that you're being guided to clear out. It's happening for a reason, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because in you moving forward, you're allowing something that you've been patiently waiting for to come in. That's gonna actually not only make you really happy, but it's been what you've been wishing for, okay? For some of you, this is something you've been wishing for quite some time, and it maybe has taken its time to come in, but it was because you wasn't ready for it yet. And I feel like for some of you, but because you've now completed your initiation, or some of you are about to, that is when this comes in, okay? Something you've been wishing for, something that's going to come in quickly. I feel like it's going to happen really fast because you're going to be aligned for it. You've been waiting for this, so you're going to be ready, right? It's like, you know that you've done the work, and that's why it's coming in. So for some of you, whatever your challenge is that you're experiencing right now, Spirit's confirmation is that you also, whatever challenge you find yourself in, you also have the ability to get yourself out of it, because we are ultimately the operant power of our reality, right? So that means that, you know, at every given moment, with every decision you make or don't make, you're constantly co-creating with Spirit, right? So any situation you find yourself in, just know that you had a great hand in whatever that situation is, positive or negative, good or bad, right? We just label it based on how it makes us feel, right? But if we take our feeling out of it and not make it personal, right? Just understand that that's Spirit giving you the accountability to say that, you know what, you created a challenging situation for yourself, but that also gives you taking the power back in that moment also shows you that you're just as powerful to get yourself out of it, right? So there's power in that, and knowing that if you get yourself in a situation, you could also get yourself out of it. And Spirit is reminding you that you have whatever it takes. You have whatever it is you need to, you know, pull yourself out of a situation you might find yourself in. But Spirit is also reminding you, or letting you know, for, like I said, those of you that were unaware, that you're going through an initiation. So please don't take, you know, it personally, or be upset, you know, with Spirit for the challenges you've been facing. It's preparing you for what you've been asking for, okay? And I'm gonna get into why here in a second, as we continue to go. So Spirit, can we clarify the Magician for for Gemini? Can we clarify the Magician, please? Wow. Yeah, so it's like something, I feel like for some of you, like I said, something that has recently ended, or a connection that some of you have recently cleared away. It's helping you walk away from it to go towards something better, something greater, okay? But that requires a risk, okay? It requires you taking the risk to trust that, you know, not only is something better on the other side of you leaving something behind and removing your emotions from a situation, but that it's going to be better than what you could have asked for. That's going to be something that you actually will enjoy, that you will actually appreciate, okay? Like I said, at the bottom we have celebrations. Underneath that was luck, okay? So some of you, this is a very lucky time. And see, look, celebrations, luck, bottom of the other deck, luck, good luck, okay? So Gemini, you're very fucking lucky right now, all right? So just know that anything that's clearing out of your life, it's simply making room for all this luck and these blessings that are coming in, that I feel like some of you have been waiting for. You've been waiting for the opportunity to present itself, and it just requires you to walk away from it, okay? Knowing that something better is waiting, something that you've manifested, something that you've, you know, created with your thought and intention, right? Co-created with Spirit. It's here, okay? It's a brand new opportunity, you know, that you're needing to take the risks to ultimately, you know, allow yourself to open up to receive. So regarding your money, career, and finances, confirmation here is some of you are, if things from in the past, I feel like some of you may have struggled maybe financially. Things have maybe have been really difficult. If that's the case, that's over. That's in the past. Spirit wants to remind you that that's in the past. Whatever didn't work, maybe regarding your finances, things are different now, okay? That was part of maybe an initiation to see how you respond when you have nothing. How do you treat people when you have nothing? You know what I'm saying? I feel like for some of you Geminis, it makes me feel emotional right now just talking about it. Wow, because I went through that, right? So I can definitely resonate, and I'm not even a Gemini. The only Gemini I have on my chart is my Chiron. So, but for some of you, this is Spirit indicating that your wishes are being fulfilled, and whatever you experienced in the past, the hardships that you experienced before, that shit's over, okay? You have to leave that behind, okay? You have to accept that, you know, that was my past. It's like when you go from rags to riches, you know what I'm saying? Like those stories, how people do that. It's like also allowing yourself that, yeah, Spirit has now changed, help you change your situation. So, you know, allow yourself to be in that energy of accepting that that was my old life and I don't live there anymore, right? Like just the same thing when you move homes, right? It's like, yeah, it's different, but I don't live there anymore, right? So allow yourself to shift out of that energy, out of that old life that some of you are leaving behind, okay? Some of you are definitely leaving an old life behind. And look, so we have the Nine of the Nine of Cups here. Also, the Nine of Cups here, okay? So the Nine of Cups has shown up twice, so this is definitely about wish fulfillment, okay? And again, an opportunity that's manifesting, the card that came out afterwards, that we haven't even talked about yet, it ties in beautifully to all this. So I feel like for some of you, Spirit wants you to know, you know, that the hardships that you've experienced, it was part of an initiation process, but you're about to get so many things that are going to make you so happy because you passed. I feel like some of you need to know that you passed with flying colors, okay? That is why things are manifesting for you, okay? The Sun. I feel like this hasn't happened yet for some of you. This is still hidden. This is something that maybe hasn't surfaced yet, okay? But and you know, like I said, things like I said feel like it's falling apart. Your foundation doesn't feel shaky, it doesn't feel steady and sturdy right now, but it's because cycles are closing, okay? So for some of you, something is coming in that's allowing you to essentially leave the past behind that maybe you weren't expecting, you didn't see coming, but it's going to be something that's going to maybe bring in a lot of success, maybe a lot of opportunities, but not only that, a whole fuck ton of happiness, a lot of joy, okay? Opening up to the world, like, yes, like I finally made it. Like I'm feeling like what's that song, Tiana Taylor, we made it, you know, like that's what that's giving me energy of, like you made it, like you feeling like you made it. Some of you are completing something where whether it's a cycle. Look, this popped out on my lap, okay? This is a Six of Wands, and now I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna talk about this real fast, because the manifesting opportunity, the confirmation of opportunity manifesting for some of you is the Six of Wands. So the fact that that came out as well before I even got to that card, and it's coming up twice here, okay? Double confirmation, Gemini, okay? Double confirmation here, all right? Some of you are definitely stepping into a very successful period of your life, and it's because you have proven, I feel like, to the universe that you can handle it. You've proven that you won't be a complete douchebag if they make you a multimillionaire. You see what I'm saying? I feel like some of you, Spirit needed to know that if Spirit blessed you in such a way, in such a fashion, that you would be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? That you would do it with integrity, that you would still maintain a person of integrity and morale, good morale and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you're going from, not having enough to now needing to protect what you have, okay? I feel like that's what some of you are experiencing here. You're going into some type of success and opportunity that's going to be successful, but you're going to need to protect your energy. It's like you're going to get yourself, it's like you're essentially pulling yourself out of, and that's again what this Five of Pentacles talks about in this deck specifically, because if you notice this key, this hole here, the lock on the door, she has the key behind her. She just needs to look and find it, but she's too busy wallowing in her sorrows to see that, maybe if I just use what I have, right, I can get myself out of where I find myself at. Right? So this is Spirit reminding you, again, what we're talking about with the Magician, that anything you feel yourself challenged in, know that you're the operant power here, okay? So at the end of the day, you have everything you need to manifest your way out of any situation you find yourself in. You just have to decide. You just have to tell Spirit, I'm walking away. I choose to walk away, and I choose to trust that you're going to guide me to exactly where I need to go, and the steps will be laid out perfectly right when I need them, type shit. You know what I'm saying? You set that intention, and then you trust the universe. You trust Spirit. That's how you co-create, right? You set your intention, and then you trust that Spirit will guide you to do the things that you need to do and take the actions you need to take, and things work out. And it's legit working out. You guys are showing like it's working out, right? So it's like, I feel like some of you are there's going to be an opportunity here for you to really be successful, okay? For you to really for some of you, change your finances in a beautiful way, where you're gonna have to, where you're going from like, you know, just being able to freely walk outside to like needing security to come with you type shit. You see what I'm saying? Some of you are stepping into that type of success here, where it's like you had nobody around you to now you need to protect yourself from everybody trying to be around you. You see what I'm saying? That's not going to be for everyone, but that's for someone. So, excuse me. So let's wrap. I can't believe how fast that was. My goodness. Okay. So let's see. Spirit, what else? Some advice for Geminis, please. You guys have enjoyed this reading up until this point. I'm so grateful for you being here, sticking with the girl this long. I would really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. Consider subbing if you haven't. All right. Appreciate your talents. Ask for guidance. Like I said, you ask Spirit, trust the universe, right? Say your intention and trust the universe. Ask for what it is that you need, and trust that it'll be given to you. Some of you need to appreciate the fact that you are that magical. Some of you need to just go ahead and accept the fact, look, know your truth at the bottom. Some of you know how powerful you are. You know that you're a master manifester. For some of you Geminis, you know your fucking power. And some of y'all are trying to be in denial and act like, you know, and that's because you were going through a hard time that made you question yourself. I feel like for some of you, you question yourself because you weren't aware. You didn't know. You were going through this. It was an initiation. It was hard on purpose. But it wasn't to make you doubt yourself, okay? Some of you is to show you how powerful you really are, okay? To help you step back into your power as a fucking magician, as that co-creative power that is okay to walk away. I'll walk away because I know that I can trust Spirit to guide me towards something better. For some of you, that was the challenge in itself, not being able to trust yourself to be able to manifest something better. No, it manifests something that you know you deserve. That's beyond, you know, whatever your hardships and challenges were, okay? Some of you needed that confirmation. So, whew, that was deep. That was powerful. Okay, so let's get some signs you guys might be dealing with. I'm also have here, we have Sagittarius energy, let's see, Leo energy, Virgo, Gemini energy, okay, with the Magician. So, yeah, all right, so see what other signs. We have Scorpio. You guys might be dealing with Scorpio. You have Scorpio on your chart. We have Aquarius coming out and Scorpio again. Okay, let's get one more. Cancer. Okay, so you may be dealing with any of those signs that may be of significance to you at this time. Okay, so let's get some numbers. We have 12, Hangman energy. So that's like surrendering, shifting perspective, awakening energy. Okay, maybe seeing things from a different perspective. 7. Some of you, this could be life path number 12, life path number 7, like mine. Okay, some of you may be born on the 12th or the 7th. Then we have 5. Okay, so 5s represent change. Some of you could be a life path number 5. Okay, maybe seeing 555. All right, 12, 12, 7, 7, 7. Those could definitely also serve as divine confirmations for, you know, when you have questions or when you're looking for some type of, you know, answer, you know, to a question. You know, Spirit will definitely speak to you through number synchronicities. So if you're seeing those repeating numbers, or those may be some when you do, if you do see them, you know, then you'll know that this reading, right, may